one independent nation, an ensemble of more than 135 ethnic groups, yet no space for just one more, Rohingya, one of the most tyrannized communities treading the path of the modern day genocide. Hunger, deprivation, scarcity, terror, and dismay, overshadowed by killings, rapes, torture, arsons in the name of ethnic cleansing, cleanses nothing but a gory picture of Rohingyas. The century-old migration of Rohingyas was never considered as an influx of diversity. A military coup in 1962 triggered a crusade against Rohingyas. Several crackdowns since 1970 have resulted in thousands of them fleeing to neighboring countries like Bangladesh, Malaysia, and Bangkok. A new law was passed in 1982, but it did not provide any respite to the afflicted. As under the new law, Rohingyas were to produce nationalized identification to prove their ancestry since the last two generations inhabiting Rakhine. However, the inhabitants were given a foreign identification card, which in turn restricted their pursuit for better jobs and education. They could not vote and serve in the government or practice medicine, and to an extent, they were excluded from the 2014 Myanmar census. Since 1970, Rohingyas have been on a perilous journey. The latest exodus began after August 25, 2017, preceded by crackdowns on makeshift refugee camps at Cox's Bazar in Bangladesh. The Arka army set ablaze 30 police posts. At least 6,700 Rohingyas, including 730 children under the age of 5, were killed in the month after the violence broke out, and the so-called clearance operation ended on September 5th, 2017, and the government puts the number of dead to only 400. Yet, facts paint a smoky picture of the Rohingyas village of Gaudutharia, set alight by Rakhine Buddhist men in front of the armed policemen and close to police barracks on 7th September 2017. Burmese bureaucracy claims that the violators will be dealt with severity. However, one of the immoral and preposterous army colonels in Mangdao said, "My soldiers are too busy to rape Rohingya women as they are unattractive." In every case described to Human Rights Watch, this barbaric act had one thing in common: the uniformed members of the Burmese army. Humanitarian organizations working with the refugees in Bangladesh have reported hundreds of rape cases. These most likely only represent a small proportion of the actual number because of the significant numbers of reported cases of rape victims are being killed, and the deep stigma makes victims reluctant to report, especially in the crowded emergency health clinics with little or no privacy. Human Rights Watch previously documented widespread rape of women and girls during military clearance operation in the late 2016 in northern Rakhine state. However, such allegations were crudely rejected by the Burmese government as fake rapes. Aung San Suu Kyi, the de facto leader of Myanmar, stated that all people living in the Rakhine state have access to education and healthcare services without any discrimination. This is patently untrue.
I don't think there's ethnic cleansing going on. I think ethnic cleansing is too strong an expression to use for what's happening.
Rohingyas have been subjected to discriminations, restrictions for more than many years, which bars them from even moving, even getting married without official permission, which often involves paying bribes. Since the 2012 communal rights, Rohingyas have been on even tighter restrictions imposed on them. Before August, there were already 307,500 refugees living in camps, makeshift settlements, and with host communities as per the UNHCR. A further 655,000 are estimated to have arrived since August 2017. So think, has fundamentalism become a new synonym to fundamental rights? Is ethnic diversity becoming clannish? Or do we need morality to be an integral part of a sovereign establishment called humanity?
Baja baja